Coach, this game is kind of like a microcosm of the season. It started off well, and then all of a sudden hit that little lull and started to sputter, and it's kind of stumbled to a finish there.
I don't know about all that. I thought the kids battled their butts off. I thought that we made some mistakes, and I thought that we basically ran out of gas. You know, these kids, we were so undermanned coming into this game. I'm proud of them that they hung in there that long. And then we made some mistakes, but that team forced some mistakes like they have everybody else across the season. So again, I can't say that. We're just a shell of the team we once could have been, and I really believe had we stayed healthy, this would have been a very meaningful game in the conference.
Well, Coach, the first 30 minutes, though, I mean, it was probably one of the best halves y'all played all season again. I mean, you had to like what you saw there.
There's no question. I liked it a whole lot. We were playing very good on all three phases, and very pleased. And again, like I say, they forced us to do some things. They forced a few turnovers, and then of course when those swings happen, and then they had a couple quick scores, and then of course, you know, we're playing a lot of young guys, and they got to learn how to deal with adversity a little bit and be able to handle it a little bit better. And but again, you know, I'm just pleased. I'm just pleased for their effort, their attitude, their fight. Because, I mean, even at the end, I keep saying this, but it's true. At the end, our defense does a nice stop, scoop up a fumble, bring it out to the 15. We drive it down the field, score a touchdown at the end. Like I say, that's the things I look at as a coach, because right now we don't have all the ingredients yet physically, but we're going to get them. We're going to get them. And then when we do, then that's when we'll really take a big step in this program. But I think that we made a lot, because this year we were so much more competitive, you know, than we've been in the past 2 years, for sure.
Toscani, he does the 1,000, he breaks the record. I mean, he had some success here in the first half. Just talk about his season.
Well, I mean, excellent. I mean, he also is you know, it kind of sparks our whole team when he's making plays and making nice runs and this and that. Then eventually, you know, it got to be where, and one of the things that happens is that with Toscani doing his runs, even his draws, it slows down the pass rush. It really does, and we were able to make some throws. So, but he is a spark. He's got a great future. Of course, he knows, and I'll evaluate him at the end too, and go over his weaknesses and things in his game that's just got to improve. And I know that he'll work at it. And I'm excited that I got all the quarterbacks back, because that's going to make our group better, because there's going to be real competition for playing time. So that's a plus. And then when you sit there and you think about the backs right now, think about how we are. Nobody knew 3 weeks ago about Michael Henry that much. And wow, look at that. And then seeing the other guys, CJ getting to play as a true freshman, and then little Reggie. So, I mean, it shows right now you didn't want to go through that, but wow, it shows like we do have a lot of promise in the future. And then on defense, the same thing. We're playing some of those secondary guys, some of the guys up front, you know, even some linebackers that are real young. So again, you know, I look at those things. I didn't want to go through all this with the injuries, but I look at it and I got a whole lot better feeling about a whole lot of our kids that were further down the depth chart.
Coach, you know, defensively tonight, you know, even though it turned out the way it did, you'll force some turnovers, you'll put some pressure, you did some things.
There's no question. I saw making the quarterback lose his launch point. I saw some passes defended in the secondary better. I saw, like you say, some negative yardage plays, some sacks and different things like that, or at least pressures. And then I saw us creating turnovers. And when we did that, boy, then the offense would get out there and make a play. And that's the way, that's Colonel football for us to win. It's just we kind of have to feed off each other.
You mentioned, Coach, I mean, the injuries, you know, looking back at that season, that was a big story. But like you said, I think he turned a corner, took a step, and something to build on off of this season.
I feel the same way you do. I feel like we're not satisfied at all or nothing, but I feel like the program has taken a big step in our competitiveness, in our playmaking ability. You know, I feel like, and it's such a fine line in this conference from winning and losing, and what we got to do is learn to get those 5 or 6 minutes in a game that just gets away from us and it just blows us out of the game. And when we had those turnovers and quick scores, we kind of blew ourselves right out of the game real quick. We've got to eliminate that. We got to control it better.
Coach, I actually the other day off the record, but I actually on the record about your contract situation. Any word on that situation?
No, I mean, I'm fine with everything. I mean, you know, I haven't had any talks with anybody. Right now, I'm just thinking about what we can do in the year 2014 to improve the program, what we need to go out and recruit to get us better, and go from there. So I just move forward with everything.
And I mean, I've felt you've done enough and stuff, but just you feel you've done enough to deserve an opportunity to come back and get this thing going some more?
Well, yeah, I mean, but it's I never even think that kind of stuff, because I know that the coaching staff, myself, we couldn't have worked any harder than what we've worked. And then also, there's things that we value in a program too. And then the academics, going from last to now we're ranked first in the conference in the APR and graduating our players. I really believe we got a team character that's solid. And again, when kids step out of line, they know there's accountability. And sometimes I've had to do some things that even weakened maybe our athletes on the field. I'm talking about available, because they weren't available because of something. But so there is discipline in the program. And again, it was just so far down, and we've climbed like anything to get it back. And now I feel like with these 23 seniors, it has really helped us build a foundation. Now I feel like we've got a foundation. Now I expect it to skyrocket from here on out.
All right, Coach. Thank you.